In Olympia, calls for change rang through the State House as people demanded lawmakers to address rising rents.
It needs to happen.
Stephanie Tidholm came down from Seattle to lend her voice to the call.
Right here, right now, there are people that are struggling, that are suffering.
Stephanie says it's hard enough trying to make ends meet for her family, and sometimes it feels impossible to catch up as rents rise.
Every year that I get a raise, my rent goes up. I mean, the cost of groceries themselves are astronomical. I have 2 boys, and it's pretty insane.
Now lawmakers are discussing 2 bills that could limit how much rent can be increased. If passed, the proposed legislation would cap rent increases up to 5%, and landlords would have to let tenants know 6 months in advance if their rent were to increase any higher than 3%. Some legislators say Washington's renters need this now.
I want to have people of all income levels to thrive, not just survive. Thank you for that.
It's concerning.
Other lawmakers say having a cap on rent increases could backfire and push housing providers out of Washington, putting the housing market in an even worse position.
They'll argue, well, there's it doesn't affect new construction. It affects the market. It affects it all.
Stephanie hopes lawmakers can act now because she knows the hardship of losing your home and knows she could be next.
I've been homeless when I was a child. We've lived in homeless shelters and then ended up thankfully getting Section 8. But I know how difficult it is. And just working with the homeless population every day and seeing how difficult it is to get into housing, how difficult it is to maintain housing, and even doing the work every day myself, I'm a paycheck or 2 away from being a client.
Right now, both bills are being reviewed by lawmakers. If passed, tenants would be able to cancel their leases if the rent increases are too high. However, once the property becomes vacant, landlords would be able to charge what they want to new tenants. From Olympia, Lionel Donovan, King 5 News.